everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my summer favorites video. I started doing these videos like seasonally, but the stuff isn't necessarily specifically summer. I mean, some stuff is more than others, but it's more just the stuff I've been loving recently. And yeah, I will get started. So I'll start off with some makeup items. So firstly, I have this foundation from Makeup Forever. It's the Matte Velvet Plus Foundation. Mine is in the shade, I think it's in the shade Porcelain, I believe. But yeah, I've really been loving this. Now, this isn't specifically super summery because it is a matte foundation, but I really have been enjoying this lately. The one thing with it, I do apply with a beauty blender. It can get a little bit cakey looking, like with a brush. I can't quite get it right with a brush, but I love it with a beauty blender, like sheared out a little bit. I think it's just really beautiful and very almost full coverage. You could definitely build it up to full coverage or wear a little bit with a little bit less coverage. I kind of prefer a little less coverage, but I really have been enjoying this, so it's definitely been a favorite of the past few months. And then I have another makeup item also for Makeup Forever. This is my current brow gel. Now, before I've used a lot of brow gels that are super strong hold, like the Anastasia one. Recently I was using the Benefit one. So this one is a little less strong hold, but I almost like that because it doesn't get like kind of dried and like crusty looking, or if you like touch your eyebrows you get that weird like look to it. Now, I'm not wearing this today. I just got a Sephora order, so I got a little sample of the Gimme Brow, so that's what I'm wearing today. I know I didn't plan out my makeup look with my favorites very well, but you know. But this is what the brush looks like. So you can see it looks kind of scary. Now, this much product doesn't go on to your eyebrows, but it's definitely a large brush. The Benefit one was a lot smaller brush, and I like the brush of that, but they would sometimes dry, and you know, you get those little like, it look like white, or it would like dry funny. So I have been enjoying this one, so that's another recent favorite. And then I have my little Bite Amuse Bouche lipsticks. I got this in a set last Christmas. It came with 4 little ones. So they came in the shades Honeycomb, a nude shade, came in the shade Pepper, it's a little bit more reddish, the shade Nori, which is a very deep color, and the shade Fig, which is more of a pink. So I think I had a few of the shades. I think I had Pepper and Honey in my favorites last time, and I really love these, but recently I've started to mix them, and it's just created so many more possibilities. So again, I'm testing out my Sephora birthday gift, the Tarte lip paint in the color Birthday Suit. So again, bad planning on filming this, but anyway. But I have been mixing like Fig recently with Honeycomb, and it creates kind of a more, actually this is Pepper, where is Honeycomb? It creates like a very kind of mauve-y shade. So it's just been really fun kind of playing around with these, and I think you can do it like any lipsticks, mix them together, but it's kind of fun when it's the same like formula to mix them together, and it's just, you can create, like you can keep the consistency of the lipstick, but you can just kind of alter the color and like play around with them. So I've really been enjoying these, and especially mixing around with them has just created so many more possibilities with those. So definitely those have been a recent favorite. So those are my makeup favorites. I do have a skincare favorite. This is my Belif the Truth Cream Aqua Bomb. So it's the moisturizer I've been using recently, and this is really great for oily skin. So it's the kind of blue one, which is a more gel cream consistency. They also have their moisturizing balm, which is more of a traditional moisturizer, which I think that's one's supposed to be more for dry skin. But I've really been loving this. It's just great for summer. It's not too heavy. It sinks into my skin really quickly, but it still keeps it moisturized. So definitely this has been a recent favorite. And then I have a few fragrances I've been loving recently. They're both kind of different, but I love both of them. The first one is the Aerin Waterliy Sun, which when I did my perfume challenge a few months ago, I really rediscovered how much I love this one. So this one has water lily, so like an aquatic floral scent. It has a little bit of jasmine and then also bergamot, so a little bit of citrus, and it's just a really nice blend, and I think it's great for summer. So I've really been loving this one recently. And then the other fragrance I've been loving is my Chloe Rollerball. Now this one is definitely more of a spring fragrance than a summer fragrance, but I've just been kind of wanting to wear it recently, so I don't think you need to stick strictly to seasons. I think you can go kind of off of what you're feeling. But this one's a very rose scented fragrance. It's very powerful. It's very different than the Aerin one, which is more subtle. This one's more of a like boom rose scent, but I do really like this one too. So that has also been another recent favorite. I do have a candle favorite. So I think my last summer favorites, I think I had this one as well. It's the Bath & Body Works Watermelon Lemonade, which I can't think of anything more summer than watermelon or lemonade or watermelon lemonade. So this candle is like the perfect summer candle to me. It's just such a good throw. It gets a little bit of sweetness, but not too sweet because it also has that lemon with it. So yeah, I've really been loving this candle. So definitely a summer favorite. And I don't burn as many candles in the summer as like in fall or winter, so they really have to be good candles. This is one that I definitely love for summer, so that has definitely been a favorite. And then a tea favorite, kind of similar, but this is from Mattifying. It's the cherry lemon green tea. I really, really love this stuff. It's great if you want something, like lemonade can be really good, but it can be really kind of sweet and sugary. So this is great if you want something kind of sweet, but you just kind of want tea, something healthy still. This one is really great. And the cherry with it is just the perfect, I don't know. So cherry, it's not lemonade, but you know, it's kind of an alternative. You want like a kind of sweet lemonade-y drink. This is a great one. So I've really been loving this summer. And then I have some music favorites. I've definitely been loving some music lately. So I have two albums that I've gotten in the past few months that I've been listening to all summer. The first one is from Lorde. It's her new album, Melodrama. I love it so much. I love the whole album. Some standout songs are definitely Liability. I think that's my favorite one from the album. I also love Green Light, which is a great driving song because even if you're like waiting at a red light, you're like, look at the green light. I don't know. I love that one. Also Perfect Places, but the whole album I just really, really love. Another album that I've gotten recently is the second album from Halsey. I love that whole album as well. Probably one of my standout songs is the single Now or Never, but I love the whole thing as well. They're just great ones to kind of listen like through the whole thing, and yeah, definitely been loving those. Then I also have some TV favorites. So this summer I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, which in Britain might be the Great British Bake Off, but anyway, I've been watching it on PBS, and they just last night had the finale, so it's done now, which is sad, but you know, it's definitely been a favorite this summer. And I just watched the season. I think it aired last year in England, but then this year it's airing in America. So it's the last season with like Mary Berry, Sue, and Mal, so it's really sad, and I don't know if we'll be able to get future seasons here, but I definitely have enjoyed it while I've been able to watch it. So that's definitely been a summer favorite. And then I have a new TV show that I've been watching recently. It's on Freeform. It's called The Bold Type, and it's kind of a fictionalized show about women working at Cosmo magazine. It's a fictionalized version of that magazine, but it's kind of based off of that. And I don't know if I'm the target audience. It might be more of like a teenage show, but I've really been liking it. It's just like essentially three women in the work world and like challenges they deal with and that sort of thing. So really been liking that recently. And then on Netflix, a show that I'm currently watching is the third season of the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I know that came out a few months ago, I think, maybe even in the spring, but I'm just kind of watching it now, but it's so good. Oh my gosh, I love that show. It's just so smart. I love Tina Fey, love 30 Rock, so it definitely have influences of that, but it's just like such a wacky but smart show. I don't know, I just really, really like that. So that's definitely been a recent favorite as well. So that is everything I've really been loving lately. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know some stuff you've been loving. I'll definitely check it out. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.